everyone, welcome to Live Interactive English. This is Karen.
Hello everybody, welcome back. I am Shane.
Today we're looking at day 2 of summer in Provence. And the vocabulary words are scenery.
Scenery.
The scenery along the coast is just beautiful.
Gorgeous. Canyon.
Canyon.
The canyon formed over millions of years, and it's very wide and deep.
Reserve.
Reserve.
The government established a reserve to protect local animals.
Species.
Species.
Those two bears look similar, but they actually belong to two different species.
No way.
I swear to you.
Landscape.
Landscape.
Countless trees are spread across the landscape.
Wow, beautiful. Bloom.
Bloom.
When spring comes, many flowers will bloom.
How about lavenders?
Lavenders will bloom.
In Provence.
Yeah, so after last time I went to go see if there were still any tickets, and there's no cheap tickets left to go to Provence, so I might have to wait till next year.
Oh, well, summer is the way to go, you know? Summer is a great time to visit Provence.
It does sound like it will be really the best time to go. There's a lot to do. And one thing I didn't really know about, because I heard about like the cities in Provence, you know, and kind of the famous things, but there's a lot of nature to explore.
So not just like historic sites.
Yeah, so if you explore like kind of the outside parts of Provence. So you can go to like the mountains, you can go to the beach.
And the river, and the beach too. There are many, many beautiful places and sights to see. The scenery is like as if you're stepping into a landscape painting.
Wow, so just like you're in one of Van Gogh's paintings.
Yeah, and I heard that if you get a chance, you can actually go bike riding there, go cycling, and then you can just kind of enjoy the scenery along the way. It's a great way to travel in Provence.
That sounds really wonderful. Okay, next year for sure. Okay? We're going to do it.
Okay, let's start saving some money.
Okay.
Okay, enjoy Provence.
Enjoy.
Summer in Provence.
Provence isn't just about historic towns. In fact, one of the best ways to get to know this region is by exploring its country roads and mountain passes, taking in the scenery along the way. Depending on which direction you take, you might see snow-topped mountains, sweeping river canyons, and even white beaches that run along the Mediterranean. The Camargue, located between the Mediterranean and the Rhone Delta, is a reserve that's home to hundreds of bird species, including the pink flamingo.
Welcome to Live Interactive English Magazine. Today's lesson is called Summer in Provence. Day 2. Hello everyone, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Mike. Yes, we are imagining ourselves to be in the beautiful southeastern French region of Provence, an area beautiful and famous for its scenery, for its art, for its history, for Van Gogh painting different scenes around this region. We've visited a few towns, so let's keep on with our trip. Let's find some other places in Provence that we definitely have to check out.
You just used the word scene. You said scene, scenes. You can also have a view or views, but coming up, we're going to find a word that you most definitely will not be adding an S to make it plural, okay? Anyways, that's coming up next. For now, let's learn some more about Provence. Get this, Provence isn't just about historic towns.
Oh, okay. We looked at some historic towns yesterday, right? Arles and Avignon. But there's more to Provence than just historic towns. That's basically what the first sentence is telling us. Let's keep on going and find out what else there is in this area. It says, in fact, one of the best ways to get to know this region is by exploring its country roads and mountain passes, taking in the scenery along the way. So there you go, country roads and mountain passes. This will be out in the countryside, away from the towns.
And yes, when you are exploring the country roads there, and you're exploring the mountain passes there, there's a lot to see. But you will never, ever be taking in sceneries.
No.
Ever. That's what I was talking about before. You can take in scenes, you can take in views, you can see views, but you can't see or look at or view or take in sceneries. Scenery is a non-count noun. Anyways, more on this word scenery. The word scenery just refers to beautiful things that you can see or view in nature. And like I said before, the word scenery is a non-count noun. You will never, ever see the word sceneries, okay? It just doesn't exist. For example, the scenery along the coast is just beautiful.
Yeah, so scenery is sort of like the landscape, but it's a very attractive landscape. Imagine if you were an artist, you would say, okay, this is where I would stop and I would take a painting of, or this is where I really wish I had a great camera to take a picture of that, because a lot of people would appreciate this view because the scenery is so amazing. Now it says depending on which direction you take, you might see snow-topped mountains, sweeping river canyons, and even white beaches that run along the Mediterranean. This is a very small part of France, but the geography, the landscape changes so much. Everything from snow-topped mountains, that would be the Alps, the sweeping river canyons that run down from the Alps, and these rivers often run out to the Mediterranean Sea. And of course, by the sea, you would see white beaches. It's great. What is a canyon? We have that word there, a canyon. This is a noun. Basically, it's a large cut in the earth. Generally, it's formed by rivers over millions of years. When we talk about a valley, it might be very wide, right, from one side to another. A gorge, like in Taroko, is quite narrow. It's like a very thin scar through the earth. A canyon might be kind of somewhere in between those. But basically, you have land on a higher level on both sides, and then it drops down dramatically to the middle, where there's probably a river that formed this deep canyon, this valley, this geographical feature that's kind of like that. For example, the canyon formed over millions of years, and it's very wide and deep. It's grand. It's probably a Grand Canyon.
The Grand Canyon.
Like they have in America. A Grand Canyon. It's a canyon and it's big. But that's
Sounds
America.
Good.
Let's get back to Provence.
Let's get back to Provence. Mike?
Yes.
Take this one away. You're the Francophile
here.
The
Camargue.
The Camargue.
That's right.
I'm going to let you read that. The Camargue, not Camargue. The Camargue.
Camargue.
The Camargue, located between the Mediterranean and the Rhone Delta. Okay. This thing, the Camargue, is a reserve that's home to hundreds of bird species, including the pink flamingo. Anyways, though, before we move on, let's talk about a noun, the noun reserve. Here we're not talking with the verb reserve. We're not trying to get a table at a restaurant ahead of time or anything like that. No, no, no. Here, a reserve is a sanctuary, kind of like a sanctuary. It's a protective and safe space for wildlife, for animals. For example, the government established a reserve to protect local animals.
But this will be a wild area, not like a zoo. That wouldn't be a reserve. A reserve would be like just a big park, but basically with a fence around it, no hunting allowed in there. It's only for the animals to live in a wild space. And in a reserve, you'd have lots of different species, of course, but they're probably trying to protect one or two special species that are endangered, that are under some kind of threat. What is a species? This is basically just a distinct type of animal. Okay, cats are a species, dogs are a species. We can have smaller groups of species under there, tigers, lions, leopards. These are different species of big cat. But where they're definitely different from, lions are definitely different from penguins and moose and polar bears. These are all different species.
They can't make babies with one another.
They can't make babies together, but the animals within a species could. So, a wolf and a chihuahua could make a baby because they're from the dog species, but it would be tricky. For example, these two bears look similar, but they actually belong to two different species, panda bears and polar bears. Bears, but quite different.
All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们在第一天课文介绍普罗旺斯两个具有历史意义的城镇雅尔以及亚维农。那课文提到，要了解普罗旺斯这个地区，其中一个最好的方法就是去探索它的乡村道路还有山路，欣赏沿途的风景。你也许会看到白雪覆盖的山脉、绵延的河谷，或者是沿着地中海的白色沙滩。那在地中海和龙河三角洲之间有一个保护区，里面有数百种鸟类，包含了粉红色的火鹤 Flamingo 就是火鹤或是红鹤。那我们来看4个单字 Scenery 表示风景景色，它是不可数名词。那么 Scene scene 表示景象、景色，它是可数名词。好，那我们顺便学一下 scenic。scenic 是形容风景优美的、景色秀丽的。那刚刚 Mike 老师有提到 geography 除了可以指地理或是地理学，它也可以用来指地形或是地势。好，下一个单字 canyon 表示峡谷。那么 valley 是指山谷、溪谷，而 gorge 则是像太鲁阁那种很深很狭窄的峡谷。再来看 reserve 当名词，它表示保护区、野生动物保护区。那 Jeff 老师有提到 sanctuary 这个字 ，sanctuary 可以用来指鸟兽保护区或者是禁猎区。再补充一下 ，species 或是念作 species， 它是指物种，那它的单复数同形，我们可以用 endangered species 来表达濒危物种、濒临绝种的物种。接回课文中。
Summer in Provence.
Indeed, a trip around Provence is like stepping into a landscape painting. It's not hard to see why this region was so loved by artists like Renoir, Cézanne, and Picasso. Still, the scenery that Provence is most famous for is that of its lavender fields, which bloom every summer. The most famous ones are found in the areas of Mont Ventoux, the Luberon, and Senonque Abbey. Apart from admiring these beautiful fields, you can also visit the Lavender Museum, which presents the history of lavender in Provence.
Provence, everyone, is kind of like a dream. It's a very dreamy place. Indeed, a trip around Provence is like stepping into a landscape painting. It's like you're stepping into that painting like you were in a dream and in that beautiful landscape painting amongst that beautiful landscape there in Provence, which is kind of like a painting. Purple lavender and mountains and trees. It's amazing. Anyways, before we move on, let's talk about the noun landscape, okay? When we're talking about landscape, we're talking about land. We're talking about all the beautiful things that you can see in some given piece of land. Now, one note, usually landscapes, they're not found inside a city. Yeah, landscapes are most often found out there in the countryside, and people like to visit the countryside to take in the landscapes there because they're nice to look at. For example, countless trees are spread across the landscape.
So there we know there's beautiful landscape. We already talked about the great scenery. And we also mentioned an artist earlier already, Vincent van Gogh, famous for painting a lot of scenes in Provence. And let's continue on with that idea. It's not hard to see why this region was so loved by artists like Renoir, Cézanne, and Picasso. Add them to the list, along with Van Gogh, of artists who've painted beautiful scenes in Provence. Still, though, the article says, the scenery that Provence is most famous for is that of its lavender fields, which bloom every summer. There at the very beginning of day one, we talked about the purple fields of lavender. These have been captured in paintings by some great artists like the ones we mentioned. Also, lots of photographs, because yes, they grow a lot of flowers down there in Provence. A lot of them are used to make perfume and things like that. And lavender, one of the most beautiful smelling flowers that you can find, is purple, and they bloom every summer. Another reason to go to Provence right now. When flowers bloom, they basically open. When they open, the petals are at their most beautiful. The smell is at its strongest. That time, or that action of opening, is to bloom. When the flower's petals open and it looks its prettiest. For example, when spring comes, many flowers will bloom and hopefully smell great.
More on lavender fields. The most famous ones are found in the areas of Mont Ventoux, the Luberon, and Senonque Abbey. Or Abbey, Senonque Abbey. Anyways, apart from admiring these beautiful fields, you can also visit the Lavender Museum, which presents the history of lavender in Provence.
Wow, the history of the growing and probably using lavender to make perfume. And then, of course, they'd have lots of lavender-smelling soaps and other wonderful things that we're going to go check out now during the break. And then when we come back, we'll smell great and we'll finish the article off.
See you then.
普罗旺斯这个地区受到许多艺术家的喜爱，像是梵谷、雷诺尔、塞尚，还有毕卡索等等。毕竟来到这里就像踏进一幅风景画一样。 课文提到说，这个地区最著名的景色就是每年夏天绽放的薰衣草田。好，那除了欣赏美丽的田园景色，你还可以去参观薰衣草博物馆，那边有展示普罗旺斯薰衣草的历史，当然也会有薰衣草产品可以让你疯狂血拼，像是精油啊、香水啊、保养品等等。好，那这边有2个单字 landscape 表示风景画或者是陆地上的风景、自然景色。那么 bloom 它是动词，表示开花或是花朵绽放。那 Mike 老师在解释单字时，他提到 petal 表示花瓣。接回到课文中。
Summer in Provence.
Wherever you go in Provence, impressive sights are everywhere. The beauty of this region will stay with you long after you leave, whether it's in the memory of sweet lavender scents or colorful landscapes worthy of the world's greatest art.
All right, everyone, let's go ahead and wrap up our article on Provence. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to be sad when our lesson is over. Leaving Provence, I feel like I'm losing a bit of my soul. Anyways, wherever you go in Provence, impressive sights are everywhere. And the beauty of this region, it will stay with you long after you leave, whether it's in the memory of sweet lavender scents or colorful landscapes worthy of the world's greatest art. Yeah, it's official. Leaving Provence, it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt a lot.
It's the kind of place people do go from around the world and basically fall in love with and try to live there or come back as often as they can. So you've been warned, if you do go to Provence, you might find it hard to leave, but you won't regret your trip because there is so much to see, do, smell, eat, taste, watch, and paint. So it's definitely one of the places everyone should visit at least once. All right, that's it for our article, but is that it for our article?
No, we still have to talk about food, right?
We don't have time for food.
We missed the food? No. Oh, man, I guess we'll do that next time.
It's just taken for granted. It's France.
We'll talk about the food in Provence and also the Snake Island there off of South America, Brazil. We're not going to talk about either of those things, folks. Too bad, right? Anyways, folks, that's it for our article on Provence, but we're not done yet. We still have the what do you think question. Mike, what about Provence sounds most appealing to you?
To me,
the food, right?
All of it. No, to me, all of it sounds great, and I can't wait to go.
You've never been?
No. No, I've been to.
You seem to be such an expert on lavender. I just kind of took it for granted.
No.
All right. Okay, folks, with that, it's time for us to say goodbye for now, but don't go away. More fun is coming up soon.
Au revoir.
南法普罗旺斯一直都在我的旅游口袋名单上，看完这2天的课文，我更想去了。同学们可以试着在网络上搜寻这个地区的图片，每一张都美得不像话。课文最后提到说，即使你离开这个地方，它的美也会永久伴随着你。不管是记忆中的薰衣草香味，或者是那些伟大艺术家所描绘的缤纷景色，都会令人永生难忘。好，那这边有一个补充单字 scent。Scent 它是名词，就表示香味或是气味。好啦，以上是这个讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny。在今天的课程中，我们要介绍3个文法重点。第一个是 depending on， 第二个是 apart from 的意思，第3个是 worth 跟 worthy 的用法比较。首先，我们来学习 depending on。depending on 是独立分词片语，表示取决于什么，根据什么什么而定。那么之后是接名词、名词子句或者是动名词。例如 ，There might be a lot of people picnicking in the park, depending on the weather。公园里面可能会有很多人在野餐，这要视天气而定。接下来，我们来学习 apart from 的意思。片语介系词 apart from 跟 aside from 用法相同，那么之后是接名词或动名词，都可以用来指下列2种意思。第一种是表达除了什么什么之外还有什么，这表示之后的受词有包括在内，意思就跟 besides 或是 in addition to 相同。例如 apart from singing, Kate is also good at dancing。 Kate 除了很会唱歌，她也很会跳舞。第二种意思是表达除了什么什么之外就不考虑不算， 表示之后的受词是不包括在内的，意思就跟 except for 相同。例如 Apart from Nick, all of the students turned in their homework. 除了 Nick 之外，所有的学生都交作业了。最后，我们来学习 worth 和 worthy 的用法比较。worth 是指值得、价值，那么用法是 be worth 加上名词或动名词，表示值得做什么什么的，或者是具有什么什么的价值。例如 The old town is definitely worth a visit. 那一座旧城镇确实值得一游。至于 worthy， 它是指配得上什么的，值得什么什么的。那么常用来表达值得尊敬、值得支持、值得重视等等的抽象事物。它的用法是 be worthy of 加上名词或动名词，也可以用 be worthy 加上不定词。例如 Her achievements are worthy of respect. 她的成就值得敬仰。再看个例句 John is worthy to be promoted, considering that he has worked here for 20 years. 考虑到 John 已经在这边工作20年了，他有资格，值得被升迁。以上是今天的重点整理，我们下次见喽 ！See you next time. Bye.
欢迎收看《就爱讲英文》，我是悠悠，
我是季安。
你看，我们去吃饭，除了夜市，我们也要去餐厅吃饭。
对。
但餐厅呢，一定要定位。对，这个很重要。
对，
而且要考量是这个非吸烟区的。对。还有谁要请客？
好，
超级重要。
来，有没有定位？对不对 ？Do you have a reservation?
Do you have a reservation?
对，那如果是我们的话，我们要定位。
我们要定。
I would like to make a reservation.
I would like to make a reservation.
对，我要定位好，对。
但是不管有没有定位，客人都可以要求几个，我们可以要求那个几个人的桌子嘛。比如说我们2个人可以要求4个人的桌子。
对，
我觉得很坏耶。
还好。对 OK， 所以你就可以，他问你有没有定位，说我没有呢 ，No, I don't. But I would like a table for 2.
Oh, no, I don't. But I'd like a table for 2. 我要2个人的桌子。
对 ，a table for 2就是2个人的位置啊。那你刚刚这样说，4个人的位置，
要坐4个人的位置。
A table for 4.
A table for 4.
对，或者是你有定位，说 Yes, I do. 我有定了7点，然后6个人的位置。
哇，结果是2个人去。
对，wait. I reserve a table for 6 for 7.
Yes, I do. I reserve a table for 6 for 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
OK. 好，但是你知道台湾呢有一个这大家最喜欢吃的，花少少钱吃饱饱，叫做吃到饱。
吃到挂，真的吃到饱呢，就是 all you can eat.
All you can eat.
对 ，all you can eat restaurant 或者是那些自助餐 ，all you can eat buffet.
All you can eat buffet.
All you can eat buffet 这样。
对，在国外也有这个很多的 buffet， 对不对？
然后你刚刚讲说什么吸烟区、非吸烟区的 smoking area 或 smoking section
啊 smoking area or
smoking section 这个是吸烟的，那非吸烟就是 non-smoking section
对
non-smoking area
好，就是要跟朋友吃饭的时候，有人我们应该今天要请客喽，每次都吃人家的，
这个我来就好了，我来啊 ，Don't worry about it, it's my treat.
Don't worry about it, it's my treat.
对，这句话不要乱讲哈。你说 it's my treat 就是你要买单的，
你要买单喽。
treat 就是招待的意思，这样。
但是你要吃饱了，我们这不能浪费。
对，
我们就要把它打包带走。不过在国外要看一些餐厅啦，有些可以，有些不行。不过这是我们美好的这个美德，吃完要打包。对，
好，那这个就跟他要一个袋子自己包起来 ，doggy bag。
跟狗有什么关系？
对。就是包回家，他说你要自己吃哦，哎呦，
没有，是给狗狗吃的啦，
吃的啦，所以我们就
好爱面子哦。
Can I get a doggy bag for my spaghetti?
Can I get a doggy bag for my spaghetti?
对，意大利面给狗吃，
哎呦，好滑哦，
它会咸，
对，其实会真的，
对，
自己把它吃掉。
好，或者是你直接问他说 ，Can I take it to go?
Can I take it to go?
对我这个可不可以就外带这样？但吃到饱的话就不行了。
对，
这样就太
这样不好啦，那个吃到饱给他打包，这个不行，不 OK。好，但是你记得你要请我吃饭这件事情，你上次有说。
没问题 ，It's my treat. OK, that's all.
我们先看 live
action. Hey, Yo.
Yes.
Let's go to the new restaurant.
Really? Is it all you can eat? I'm starving.
No, it's Italian. I heard it's really good though.
But it sounds very expensive.
Don't worry about it. It's my treat.
Oh, you're so nice.
So, can I make a reservation for 2?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
At 7?
At 7, okay.
7, okay.
I'm fine.
In the morning?